Okay, so this is the second time I do this, and I don't want to do it 50 times, and I don't want this to last forever either. Just gonna get to it. I just want to do a quick little disclaimer that I'm trying not to be negative, so I'm probably just gonna, like, because I don't want to cut, I'm just gonna stop talking and then start over a lot, which, you know, my bad. I'm also trying not to swear, and because that's one of my, like, biggest flaws I find is that I swear too much. And again, I'm not gonna spend 3 hours like cutting and editing this crap. So that's that. And I'm probably only ever gonna post this on Twitter where I have like 12 followers. So hello, 12 active Twitter followers. I'm doing this mainly because I saw Audra Auclair did a video like this, and it's super uncommon, unfortunately. I'll look it up, and no one else does this, so I just kind of wanted to try and do this, and then maybe one day I'll do it publicly, but I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to really quickly go over what I use in this, which is just, like, I use fountain pens instead of the fine liners because they're cheaper in the long run. Like, they're not, like, I don't know, these were cheap pens. I know there's more expensive ones, but these are fine. And I use them because it's way cheaper to just buy the big bottle of ink, which again, oh, this is weird, I can't see anything, whatever. Again, you know, it's like 50 bucks or something, but this has lasted me a year, and I go through these pens like twice a week, so, you know, well, this one, the fat one. So, you know, in the end, it saved me money, and drawing, I just use this, it's just a pen, well, a pencil with a lead in it that I don't know my lead names because I'm a great artist. Also, I'm trying not to go out of camera, so I'm a good artist. I know all my leads. This is just really light, and I rarely ever have to sharpen it, so I ended up being biased towards it, so I use it all the time. And I use it for, like, under sketches and stuff, and then this regular, like, oh my god, just a clicky pencil. I can only think of the name in French, but a clicky pencil with a pink leads because pink lead is cool. And then just a random, I don't even know where I got this, but I stole it from my mom. It's just a pencil with dark lead. And sometimes I use markers, and I just use the, oh my god, this lighting. I just use the Touch Twin markers because they're cool. And they're a good Copic alternative, like no place around where I live south of. And then the sketchbook, I was just looking for, this is completely unplanned. I got this and I wasn't, oh, also my hands are really dirty. They're just inky from filling up pens. But I wasn't planning on doing this, so this whole thing is essentially a test. I was just looking for Moleskine alternatives because this type of thing, if it was a Moleskine, it would have been like 30 bucks, and I go through these like nothing, so I just don't think a $30 Moleskine sketchbook is worth it to me. And I don't know how much this measures, but it's pretty small, and it's full, and I'm gonna show it to you. I don't know when I started this. I only have the end date because I'm a dummy and I didn't write it down in this one. But yeah, oh, this is where it gets awkward. I don't know what to say. This is just the first thing I did to test it out. I had no idea what to draw, so I just drew a thing. And it's kind of faded. That's what I don't like about pencils, that they'll just fade. Which annoys me, which is why I'm starting to become way more biased towards pens. And we have, oh, I started taping things in here, which, you know, it's fun. It helps. It helps, like, I don't know, it helps minimize the clutter. Like, I hate clutter. It's just watercolor. I forgot to mention, well, although I don't really use it that often in sketchbooks anyway, I just use, Winsor & Newton, like this little pocket set watercolors. And now I've recently switched to, these, like, concentrated ones. I forgot what they're called. They're just really, really bright. Like, if you don't add any water to them, they really get way too bright, so they're way easier to use for that reason. Like, you just drip a couple drips and bam! And then a dog thing I drew. with the fountain pens, and another thing I didn't mention is if there's white, it's probably done with a Jelly Roll pen because I like to abuse the white. And yeah. And then a little doodle I cut out again, this time of a character named Carnival, which I basically gave to a friend of mine who is like writing him a whole story, which is really cool, so I don't really mind. I don't know, sometimes he'll talk to me about it and it's interesting. And then just a little pencil drawing of Twi'leks that was colored into markers. I do that a lot, it's fun. And just a drawing of some OC of mine, I guess, in watercolor, and then some random like scribblings. That's the thing about my sketchbooks, is that I don't really take them seriously. I'll just kind of scribble in them whenever I'm feeling it, because I just hate clutter. I hate the clutter of having like things everywhere, so yeah, there might be a lot of that. I don't know if I'll do this again because of that, or maybe I'll just have two and put some more effort into it. I don't know. We'll see how this video turns out. We'll see if I post it. This here is just, I was talking to Rowena. I hope I said her name right, and I was just mentioning how I literally always go for purple and pink for shading, for color schemes, for everything. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna use green and orange, which are colors that don't really go well together, but I did it anyway, and it didn't really turn out super great, but it was fun to try. And then here I drew Christmas hats and eggs, and I just thought that was dumb, so I taped this other drawing of Hoshi that I did with, of course, purple shading, but that's okay, I like doing purple shading. And then Latios, which this is when I had gotten my, you can see the eggs and stuff through, and the sushi. This is when I had first gotten the thin fountain pen. I wanted to test it out. These are the twin markers, the touch twin markers. They're literally like, I have Copics and they work the same way. I don't really know what the difference is. They're the tiniest bit cheaper, and you can find them in stores around here anyway, because Copics are like rare gems. You cannot find them anywhere, or they're behind a gate, or the store only has like 3 colors. So that's something. And then this drawing of Ophelius, just because he's frolicking through the trees. And a drawing of a drooly crystalline, like drooling weird black ooze. And then a drawing of Swallow. I can't remember why I drew this. I don't really like how this turned out, but whatever. It's there. There's that negativity. Try not to. Here's the drawing of Nimbus, another character of mine, in just watercolor that I taped. Again, I bought washi tape, Totoro washi tape, so I could do this more and make it look cuter. Like, again, this was super inspired by, like, I saw Audra do this and I was like, wow, that's so useful, I should do that, because I hate having like papers everywhere. And then just a drawing of a character of mine whose name I forgot. Like, way to go. 10 out of 10. And then a dragon that I was trying to make it look like it was made out of glass, but didn't really turn out like that, but I like it anyway, so I stuck it in here. And then an Umbreon, kind of like that. Kind of want to put that in Photoshop and finish it. Let's see. Then Mango, which I really want to change this character's name, because at first I created it, it was kind of only supposed to be like a fun like side character, but then I started thinking about them more, and I just don't think Mango suits them. But I don't know what else to call this character, so whatever. A little scribbly thing of Twi'leks. This here is when my fiance and I went to visit the Diefenbunker, and we sat in a cafe and we drew, like, literally I was sitting there drawing for like a long time, because we had to go get my dad from work and I didn't really want to go home and then go get my dad, so just waited till my dad was done work. And, you know, it must have been at least like 4 hours that we were sitting in that cafe. And some more Diefenbunker-esque doodles, some edgy trash of Twi'leks. That place is really cool. Another doodle from the cafe, which there's even more in another sketchbook that I haven't finished yet. It's just, there's a communications room or whatever. Well, not communications, it's like a meeting room. And just a crystal chilling. And I thought it was really odd that they allowed smoking in like a bunker. But they did. Like we were lucky enough to catch a tour, and we learned a whole bunch of crap. And they were allowed to smoke under there, which is super weird to me. Like there was ashtrays everywhere. And there's another drawing of that one character from earlier that I forgot its name. And oh yeah, it's Antela. I remember now. It's Antela. Another drawing of her. The sideways dragon head. Oh, this is when Blake was over. I was a little obsessed with Team Fortress, which I want to get back into it. I just haven't really had time to. Well, I do have time, but I don't know why. I'll think about it, but then I won't actually do it. You know, it's a fun game. It's a heavy. My favorite class. Just crystallized doodles, just because they're fun to draw. Some Inu Trasha. Trash and Kagome, and yeah, and some more crystallized with some of the weirdest perspective, but whatever. Well, I skipped. Oh, here I was just like, this I guess is just, I wanted to see if the watercolors would work in this. Like I kind of knew they wouldn't because this paper is really thin, which is what I like about the moleskins. Like I liked how smooth and thin the paper was, and the rounded corners. I like rounded corners. But yeah, I wanted to see if the watercolors would work on it, and of course, like I just really don't like how they turned out. Like, I mean, I guess you could do it if I taped it on nice and like firmly. I guess it would work, but I don't really want to do that, so I'm just gonna keep taping the things from the watercolor paper on. Besides the brand, I don't really care about the brand, so I just get the cheapest one. It just works fine. A dragon, of course, just with the markers colored in for fun. Well, shaded, not colored in. Oh, this is unsticking. Oh, another drawing of Karn. That one character from earlier, except colored. This one's on cardstock. The watercolor pigment turns out a lot brighter when you don't use it on watercolor paper for some reason. It's really cool. And some people faces. Gotta work on that. A flower that I just drew on a scrap piece of paper that I taped it in there. Some foxes, an eyeball. Yep. An Inu Trasha, some lady with boobs and she's orange and has a giant eyeball. Some skulls, a chick with a butterfly. That's my aesthetic. Oh, some things I drew on weird brown paper and stuck in here. I drew this while watching Mulan with Blake. It's really close to the... I had Google Images open, and this is like really close to his like default pose. So I didn't really want to post it anywhere because it just kind of looked like a copy, but it's a little different. Whatever. Some chick I saw on Instagram that I decided to draw because I don't know. I just felt like drawing her. A landscape of sorts. I don't even remember drawing this. And a sternum tattoo idea that I might, like, I don't want this exactly on me. Like, I would probably ask whoever is gonna tattoo me to like redo it a little bit, or like fix it, or just have their spin on it or whatever, because I don't know, I like where I'm going with my art. I just don't really think I'm not good enough for my own tastes yet, so I don't necessarily want to get my own like tattoo design put on me. Drawing of Hansha before she had like a clothes design or whatever, so she just looks like a generic crystalline, but I recognize her because oh, another thing of Hansha, when I like had thought of her weapon, I didn't want to forget about it because I was going to bed. A people face with sparklies and an edgy hairdo. Oh. I was watching Vampire Night. I was binge watching Vampire Night, and this is what came out. Like, it's a vampire, I guess. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, whatever. It's supposed to be on a rock, but then I changed my mind. I wanted to make it on a wall so the hands don't even match, but like, I don't know, it's alright. Horsey, an eyeball, horsey, yep, a unicorn. Inkly doodles of Hoshi, because I don't know why I never put 2 and 2 together, but I have 2 different size pens and I just never used them together, and I just now like realized that was a thing. So that's cool. Oh my god, I just literally, oh, Vox. Yes, I draw this guy a lot, but I draw him on napkins at work, and I don't really care about those drawings, so they don't really, I don't know, I should start taking pictures of them, or at least taking them home and taping them in here, like, come on. But yeah, just some drawing, some doodles and blocks. No, yeah, that's Rapidash. I'm drawing a Rapidash because never used one despite liking it, and I just restarted Pokemon Platinum because I was watching Chaka Conroy play it, and I decided to train up a Ponyta and use a Rapidash for the first time ever. And so I drew a Rapidash. And then a drawing of Twi'leks with boobs. Yeah, I kind of like this one. I think I'm gonna scan it and put it on the internets. Yep. What's her? I literally just said her name. Hansha. Yes, Hansha. I was gonna make it so that her hand would like touch the ground, but I didn't really think it all the way through. Her sly legs are not like people legs, so of course that's not gonna work. But whatever. I still like it. A wolf with giant wings because I felt like drawing wings, and also this is at the point where like I noticed that it was getting full, the sketchbook, and I just bought a new one, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a video, and then I just kind of rushed to fill the rest up. But whatever, it's a wolf with wings, a dragon, because dragons are the best. And this, this drawing of Vesper, which is just a speed dragon I have that has not had a, like I just draw him differently. Like every time I draw him, I have no set design for him, and I mean, it's always vaguely the same thing, but it's never he just doesn't have a design, but whatever, it's fine. And then just scribbles of Karn at the end, because I just wanted to get the last page done. And that's that. That's the end. And I got a lot more comfortable through it, but with this just towards the middle. I don't think I was negative, and I don't think I swore, so let's rewatch this and see how cringeworthy. Probably not going to publicly post this, but whatever. I had to try it. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. I have no idea how long this is because I didn't even put a timer up or anything, but whatever. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll do this again.